Lore nature 17.
I can't.
Somebody ripped lumps of flesh from the dead bodies. Oh, I failed the check. Can't see what they were doing.
That is not far.
You can handle them.
This,
Right?
Cultist Evoker, oh god.
let's try this way.
He started casting, they all got attacks of opportunity, and he did not survive casting his spell. Wow, your lay on hands is really weak.
Rely on me.
This one was beyond me.
Oh no, some of the loot got destroyed, I think. Shulk's like, I can pick the lock. Wham! Into the house. Oh man, this guy got crushed. I found the trap.
I'll go ahead.
Who traps their kitchen? Cellar. Does this game have any options for solo play? Well, I mean, it's single player. But if you mean like playing one character, maybe? There were people that did one character playthroughs of Pathfinder Kingmaker. The fighters must have been caught off guard. They died before they could even draw their weapons. Their bodies are covered in a thin layer of ice that is slowly melting. Oh god. Clear the blockage.
They will break against our resolve.
Dretch? This was a shadow demon.
Distract them for me.
Wojtek's getting low health. I'll have to heal him after.
This will leave a bruise.
This is not looking good right now.
Just sit here.
This thing is landing every attack it wants.
Out of my way!
There we go. Alright. Okay. Took a lot of damage, but she's
What's on
alive.
your mind? I wonder.
Is this the, let's move this over here. Alright, this is the spell that can be used once per person. Okay.
We will win this war.
I'll watch your back.
Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos.
Okay. Alright, that's decent. Alright.
This will hurt.
Wait, no, what? Oh. So, Shadow Demon didn't have any loot or anything. Okay, well, now we know what froze those people.
Got it.
Can you make a party of your own NPCs? Yes. It just takes a little... You can't just do it right at the beginning of the game, but
Am I
yes.
not?
Wicked Longbow. So, you make your own character at the start, and then you hire a mercenary, which is, like, this person here, I designed this character. So, like, I made this one and this one, but then this one's from the story, this one's from the story, and this one's from the story. But of course, if you use story characters, there's more dialogue and voice acting. If you use ones that you made, there's less. But yeah, you can have a full party of min-max people that you created. Romance this game? Yes, it's an option. And I only know that because it was on the Steam page. These people were not killed by demons. Their mortal wounds were inflicted by ordinary weapons. Adopt? Received item tiger. What? Did I just steal a cat? Summons a pet cat. Gives +2 morale check bonus on perception and lore nature. That's the same as Head Chomper. What's everybody's perception? 8, 0, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I guess I'll give it to her. Wait, do you have to summon the pet, or is it always active? Oh, there he is. You do have to summon it. Okay.
My temper.
Okay. Alright, we have more cats. Can you romance the cat spider lady? I don't know. I thought she was going to kill me, and I chased her off. So she'll probably try to kill me later. Hear me, take heed. The horrors of the abyss march on Canebris. The wardstone is their target. They must not be allowed to capture it. The consequences will be disastrous. Dude, we needed that news days ago. Do you guys see there's stuff going on in the combat log? We're near a battle, but I don't know where it is. To the Temple of Desna. An altar of Desna, goddess of luck, patron deity of travelers and dreamers. Okay.
I'll cheer you on from
Whoa, what?
over there.
Oh, nice shot. Muck with the snipe. Alright. I am reminded that we looted a magical longbow a little bit ago. So this does 2 to 9 and can entangle. This does 3 to 10. Whenever this confirms a critical hit, the target must pass will saving throw DC 20 or suffer a curse. This cursed creature will get -1 to will, -2 fortitude, and -3 to reflex. Wow. Well, it's also a +2 bow, too, so that's a higher chance to land hits, so I'll use that. Oh, wow, there's loot back here.
We will be
Oh,
victorious.
jeez, what, dude? Satan just jumped out of this guy's dead body. Shulk just almost got one shot. Babao?
Can't you just die already?
Oh my god. So that thing jumped up out of the dead body and did a sneak attack like a rogue, and it almost killed her.
I heed the voice of the spirits.
Magnesium Turinos.
Okay. Short spear.
As it should be.
Over there.
Oh, here's something. The enemy Babao has dealt increased damage to your character with a sneak attack. Sneak attack is a special power. Yeah, I know what a sneak attack is. Yeah, so if you're hit by an enemy and you didn't even know that enemy was there, it's called being flat-footed. And basically, you don't have like any armor class you get that is assumed to be from your dexterity, like as if maybe you had a chance to see it coming and you dodged it, that kind of avoiding a hit. That's all gone. So it's easier to hit you, and then sneak attack does bonus damage too. Wojtek is hurt. Yeah. I don't think he is at death's door though, so like I think he comes back if there's a problem. Is there a way? There's gotta be. How do I get down there? If I click down there, where do they go? Oh, does this connect? Oh, there we go. Yay, autopathing. Hey kid, what's up? Count Arende's servant. Thank the gods, I found someone who isn't fleeing in panic. Are you crusaders, mercenaries? The comely half-elf is so frightened he can barely get the words out. I am a servant of Count Darren Cale Nevis Arende. My lord's mansion is under attack by demons. The master himself and all his guests are trapped inside, and the house guards are nowhere to be found. I managed to escape through a servant's passage to look for help. Will you help me? The mansion's only a stone's throw away on the next street over. Count Arende, I've seen him a few times before from afar. He looked highly audacious. I confess he did capture my attention, but that's neither here nor there. Well, why would you say that? We should help him. The gratitude of a rich and influential man can only benefit us. Succeeded at Knowledge World. You've heard about the Arende family before. This wealthy and noble Mendevian dynasty was almost wiped out by demons more than 10 years ago. The last surviving member of the family, the young Count Darren, has an infamous reputation. He is well known for being a rake and a rogue. Alright, where's the house? He says it's a stone throws away. It's not far. You're better off entering from the next street over through the passage I used to get out. I'm begging you. I hate to think what the Count will do to me if I don't bring back help. I mean, I think he'll be dead. I really don't think you have to worry about it. Wait, this is just an exit to this area.
That is not far. What a find.
Judging by the size of the bloodstain, the body of something truly enormous was dragged over these stones. Terendelev, most likely. They stole the dead dragon body. This is where the dragon got its head cut off. A rift in the earth left by Daskari's massive scythe. You and your companions fell through here during the attack. Oh, that can't be good.
Dispatch those fools! Die!
Didn't even break a sweat.
I'll cut you wide open.
I'm super late to the party. What's up, Amoy? Final boss, Undead Dragon. It's hard to believe this place recently held a bustling and festive market. Midnight Bolt. The owner of this bolt can shoot it to deal 50 points of damage that cannot be ignored or reduced. This bolt cannot miss. We just got a very powerful bullet. A very powerful, probably can only be used one-time bullet.
I'll go ahead.
The demon invasion transformed all of Kenebris into one great battlefield, but nowhere in the city suffered as much as this square. This place saw a clash of titans, the demon lord Daskari leading his hordes from the abyss, and the dragon Terendelev, the mightiest of the city's defenders and one of the first to fall. The scene of destruction leaves no doubt as to the battle's outcome. A skilled scout could recreate the course of the battle moment by moment simply by looking at the ruins. From the chimneys torn down by powerful wings in a sharp dive, to the bloody tracks left behind when the demon dragged away the noble reptile's broken body. But it is no hypothetical scout gazing upon the ruins. It is Mukluk, and he's not alone. The shadow of a strange, barely perceptible presence lingers over this place. Like a gaze untethered from any observer, this mysterious force unknown to mortal kind silently assesses, judges, and seeks a better way. In an instant, Mukluk is vested with this power and looks at the world with his eyes. The past, present, and future stand before him as a unified whole. An unmoving, multifaceted crystal that would be beautiful were it not for the fractures, blemishes, and flecks marring its splendor. What future does he see? Good and evil, chaos and order, everything is in its lawful place in the multiverse, and is no longer trespassing where it does not belong. Nothing is disrupting the smooth and steady current of the river of souls from life into death and back to life again. The reality, rid of its flaws, is now perfect, and with aeons withdraw to eternally admire its beauty, which will never be threatened again. What present does he see? Ruins, blood, corpses, none of this perturbs the aeon's dispassionate gaze. The living are alive, the dead will be judged by Pharasma, all is as it should be. but the demons circling in the sky or prowling through the streets create a jarring juxtaposition, like splashes of blood red ink on a restrained pencil sketch. They should not be here. The world of mortals is for mortals. The demon's place is in the demon world. How sublime the world would be if everything in it knew its place. But even the demons aren't as abhorrent as the sharp-edged, unassuming crystal languishing in the dirt among the bricks and smashed cobblestones. No mortal would notice it, but to the Aeon's eyes, its mere existence is an outrage against universal laws. If the Aeon still existed, they would not stop until the crystal was unmade. But that Aeon is gone, and only their gaze remains. Mukluk picks the crystal up out of the dirt and stows it in his pocket. He is mortal, which means he has the power to decide what to do with it. Item received, purple stone knife. What past does he see? In the past exists the one who wielded the gaze and life. Although the one and life are inappropriate terms for aeons, the supernatural embodiments of cosmic balance, rather than who or what, a better word for these entities is how. This Aeon appeared from outside this world from the great beyond to put an end to the intermingling of the planes and destroy the world wound. The chasm disrupting the order of the multiverse. Alas, the visitor from beyond proved too weak for the battle they came to fight. They even failed to finish casting the spell that would have sent Discari back to the abyss. With one swing of his scythe, the Demon Lord cut the Aeon down. Is that supposed to be was the dragon the Aeon? After allowing the hero to view the world through their eyes, the little that remained of the destroyed Aeon is killed, even appropriate here for the entity that is so removed from life and death as we understand them, used up its last vestiges of energy. Now they are ready to disperse into nothingness unless someone decides to preserve the Aeon within themselves. Will the hero take on this power so that he may again look at the world through another's eyes, or will he allow it to vanish? Requires the Aeon Mystic Path. Retain the Aeon's power. That's really cool. Chat, up until this point, there was a mystic path that was basically help heaven. There was another mystic path that was embrace darkness and basically help evil. It was very black and white. Is this law and order? Like, I'm gonna take it and see what happens for now, but I'm wondering if there's another path that's chaos or order. Retain the Aeon's power within yourself. The spirit of the Aeon dwells out of sight deep in Mukluk's soul, like a pair of magical spectacles stowed away until the moment when the hero once again needs to look at the world through another's eye. Wow. That was pretty rad. Dude, the music, the words, that was nice. My beloved brother, I admire your zeal, of course, but would you not agree this is hardly the time to be standing guard over a hole that no one will ever emerge from? Or perhaps you're concerned that someone will decide to go for a nighttime stroll and will accidentally fall into it? Such foresight is laudable, but do you really need so many soldiers for such a task? Can't your warriors be put to better use, for instance, fighting demons or clearing rubble while the people trapped beneath it might still be alive? The face of this golden-curled Azamar is beautiful, even by the standards of his kind, in whose vein runs the blood of angels. His melodious voice sounds cheerful, but bitter reproach simmers in his gaze. Don't you dare call me... Oh, it's Hull Run. But don't you dare call me brother, heretic. The signs of recent hard fighting are obvious in the stern old man. His armor is dented and covered in blood, and his unnatural pallor suggests something more dangerous than wounds inflicted by claws and fangs. Oh god, he's poisoned or something. Nevertheless, his gaze is stony, and his voice, accustomed to barking orders, is harsh and clipped. How dare you accuse me of doing nothing to protect this city, especially now when followers of your temple were caught committing treason. To my mind, you are no different than the demon worshippers, those miscreants, those beasts who are digging under the city walls. Ramian, everyone knows, my dearest prelate, that in your zealous pursuit of order in the city, you have long since forgotten how to tell friend from foe and good from evil. That's what happened with my adepts, whose act of treason was a genuine attempt to save the city. And yet again, I'm forced to repeat myself. While we are wasting time on pointless quarrels, people are dying under the rubble in our city. People whom we could have saved if you had only set your soldiers to the task and not kept them here surrounding a useless and utterly harmless hole in the ground. Harmless? Well, if it's just your say-so, then that must mean there's someone down there. Your associates, no doubt, and they're just waiting for us to abandon our post before they slink out and try again to... The old man notices your approach. And I remember you. You appeared in my city the day the demons attacked and Tendeliv died. What are you doing here? Answer at once or I'll have you strung up by your ankles before you know it. Don't think that the demons have wounded me. I still have enough strength to take on 100 of your sort. I'm a crusader. I'm fighting to liberate Kenebras from the demons. A crusader, you say? I'll be looking into that. You obviously don't know to whom you are speaking. I'm the one who decides who's a crusader and who's a traitor. Hulrun Shapok, Prelate of Kenebras, and by the grace of Her Majesty Queen Galfrey, the city's defender against threats from within and without. Why does Smoke's character portrait look so much like Dark Souls? Oh, because I downloaded a package that had 300 portraits that you could use, and this was in there. But yeah, you can upload any portraits you want. And on Nexus mods, there was a mod that had like 300 portraits from various fantasy games in it. Gives you a lot of options. And as we can see, you've done a sterling job protecting the city. The golden curling Aasimar flashes a flinty smile. I am Ramian of Edmi, prior to the Temple of Desna, which alas currently lies in ruins. Wise Hulrun here believes it is vital to guard this hole in the ground, from which he is certain demons will emerge at any moment. I've been trying to convince him that the city has far more urgent matters to deal with, for instance, rescuing those currently dying out of the rubble. You know what? There may, in fact, be one matter that is more important than guarding this hole. I've put it off, and look where it's led us. I should have had you strung from the gates back when you dared to defend your gang of delinquent demon collaborators. If the Sarkorians had hanged Arilu Vorlesh while they had the chance, they never would have been a war. I won't repeat their mistake. I won't hesitate any longer. Soldiers, seize the scum. Prelates, see reason. These are frightening times, but threatening to hang someone without trial, that is unworthy of a servant of Iomade. The old man fixes his eyes on Sela. Lest you forget, girl, we may serve the same goddess, but you are not an inquisitor. Don't question the way I choose to serve Iomade, and I won't question yours. Man, it's tricky because the, if there's a law, we've got a lawful path, an evil path, and an angel path, but I'm a druid. A druid has to be some form of neutral. I'm currently neutral good. And that means if I go too far evil, actually if I go too far lawful or chaotic, I could break that neutrality. So, the easiest is also, in a way, the most boring. It's the good path. But you know what? If I was here and I had the freaking light of an angel ready to go in my hand, I'd probably flex it. Behold, Inquisitor, I bear the gift of an angel who died in the caves below Kenebras. I'm no enemy of yours. Reveal the light of heaven. The old man frowns and whispers something, a prayer or a spell. With each word, his face relaxes. You're telling the truth. There's a spell, it's like zone of something that everyone within it has to tell the truth. The light in your hand was wrought by the power of heaven. I will keep an open mind with regard to you, stranger, and later, under less fractious circumstances, would like to ask you about how you came to receive this gift. But that can wait. I must deal with this filth once and for all. What precisely are you accusing Ramian of, Inquisitor? Treason. Not long before the city was attacked, several followers from his temple tried to secretly access the Wardstone and perform an unknown ritual over it. He's trembling with fury. The Wardstone of Kenebras, a gift from Iomade, the bringer of light, wrought by the hands of her herald. The first in the chain, and followers of that crazy runt of a goddess tried to meddle with it using their magic after hearing a voice in their dreams. My soldiers almost had them caught when Ramian got in the way, allowing the traitors to go to ground. I made a mistake. I didn't have him locked in a cell and interrogated to within an inch of his life, and now the city lies in ruins. It's time to rectify that mistake. I've told you before, and I'll tell you again. My people foresaw the attack on the city. They knew the Worldstone already carried the seed of corruption within itself, and we were simply trying to heal it. I've heard similar claims before. Now where was it? Ah yes, from Staunton Vane, the traitor who brought down Dresden. The lessons of the past have taught us a great deal, and that is why I never believed you or your mob's lies even for a second, and I was right. Man, I mean, either one of them could easily be telling the truth. So there's threaten the guard, and there's take the guard. Like, there's basically blindly take one guy's side or blindly take the other guy's side. There's not a, or say nothing. I mean, I would like to see this guy get a proper trial and not just get immediately strung up. I'm gonna say nothing. Again, if we're role-playing, my character rides the line of neutrality. But there is damage in the ward stone. But it doesn't give me the option to say that. But does neutrality mean you do nothing when innocents are being brutalized? Well, I'm going to hope that there is another. It gives you more talking after this. I'm going to hope that it gives you more chance to say something after this. Remian looks at the prelate. You are a fool, Hulrun. You're a zealot and a murderer, but you're a fool first and foremost. I told you the wardstone was weakened. You wouldn't listen. I warned you that the city was going to be attacked. You shooed me away. The truth is that my young adepts were trying to save the wardstone and you stopped them. Of course, those truly responsible for the strategy are the demons, but you have done nothing to prevent it. And now you would still rather kill an innocent person and perish yourselves than admit that you were wrong as always. With a wave of his hand, the Azamar vanishes. I'm glad he got away. With a wave of his hand, he just went whoop, 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 while turning invisible. Hulrun turns his attention to you. What about you? If you've truly been marked out from a gift from heaven, this is your chance to save the city. Go and bring back that filthy traitor. I'm almost certain that he and his cronies were helping the demons, either knowingly or unknowingly. Their attempt to bewitch the wardstone is clear proof. Remian must be captured. Did Remian really warn you about the attack? Those crazy Desnans were always bursting into my study with their incoherent prophecies that came to them in their dreams. I won't lie, sometimes what they said did come to pass, but can we really rely on the woolly dreams of heretics over the cold hard facts of intelligence reports? Plenty of demons could have easily fooled them and whispered a poisonous plan in their dreams, and those lunatics would have only been too happy to listen. This time, Mr. Curls for Brains came to me and declared that demons were about to attack the city and that the wardstone's power was diminished by some kind of contamination or taint. Yomade forgive me for even repeating the words. After uttering such blasphemy, he should have been locked up along with his followers and interrogated, but instead I simply increased surveillance on them. And what next? My people caught them red-handed trying to attack the wardstone with unknown magic. Not 3 days later, the demons attacked the city. There's an obvious connection between these events. Whether deliberately or under demonic influence, the Desnans played right into the hands of Discari hordes, and they almost left the city completely defenseless. Remian covered for his people the whole time and helped them escape my guards. After that, what else can he be but a traitor and a heretic? Oh wow, there's a very brutal option of just saying this city is better off without even attacking them. So I just came up from out of that hole. There's nothing dangerous down there. You have no reason to guard it. You told me yourself you received a light-bringing gift from an angel who perished in the caves below our feet. It is no secret that those passages are teeming with dangerous creatures that could kill anyone, even a warrior of heaven. Demons and demonic offspring love roaming about underground. That's why I will be keeping an eye on this hole. If the beasts decide to attack from here, I'll be ready for them. Where can I find Remian? How should I know? The weasel can't have gone far. He turned invisible. He's probably hunkered down in some hole like the traitorous little rat he is, and he'll be sitting trembling and waiting until he's dragged out of there. With a prelate after you, that seems the only sensible thing to do. That's what I'd do. I have to go. Go on then if you have to. It would be good if you could return with the head of that scum.